Hello everybody, it's MKO3 here, welcome back to a new commentary video. Today we'll be talking about the multiple shutdowns of Call of Duty projects in the making, like SM2, which has been shut down by Activision. Now, I really thought that Activision would never be what Nintendo is and shut down so many projects or servers, stuff like that. But I was wrong, and now Activision's becoming the new Nintendo. Now, I don't know why, but Activision recently shut down, like I said, under a project called SM2. Now, this project was been out for a while, and they recently decided to shut it down, and it just shocks a lot of fans, including me, of the game, because honestly, Call of Duty itself, the new Call of Duties are kind of just boring and plain. Like they don't really have a lot of stuff to offer compared to a few fan projects. Even Black Ops 3 Zombies, they had like workshop where you could make maps. They were pretty good maps. They could have just done the same thing with the new games, but they didn't. They just left it like that, I guess. Now, I don't know why. They just decided to do it. Like they just shut down some Call of Duty projects out of nowhere. I don't think anyone was expecting it, but I think SM2, the creators of the game, or server, this was kind of expecting it themselves, but like I said, it's just shocking because we don't really want Activision to be the new Nintendo, if we're being completely honest here. We don't want them to be the new Nintendo. Hopefully they're not, but it's just, I don't know, they shouldn't have done this. It's just stupid and a very scum move to do. Like, if they knew that this project was going out for a while, they shouldn't have done it in the first place. This project was like, I don't know, out for like, I know it's been out for a year or so. I think so, at least. But yeah, this project's been shut down. And with the added fact that Activision is doing this, it's kind of surprising because this is raging or shocking the fans that enjoyed Call of Duty. Because the new Call of Duty games are like, what, terrible? It's just surprisingly weird, kind of. Because now, if they're doing this, this means they're going to probably be the new Nintendo in what, like 12 days, probably. Now, I hope that they're not going to be a new Nintendo, but since they're doing this, it could possibly be an outcome of what they're doing. A new Nintendo. I really do not want them to be a new Nintendo, but it could happen. Plus, something similar happened to this game called X Labs, or a server actually called X Labs. Now, this thing was meant to help people play legacy games without getting hacked or without all that stuff. But it's recently been shut down by Activision as well. Now, at this look, it just seems like Activision is becoming the new Nintendo. I don't like Activision. What are you doing? These are things that have been out for a while. You could have just done this a while ago, but you're taking out the people. You took out the people's life's work. Cause SM2, I looked it up, and it's been out for like 2 years. Which for 2 years, it was been in development. It's just why you could have done it at least half a month once they developed it, like half a month later. But no, you decided to do it now. Like, what's the point of doing it now? It just shows how ruthless you can be. If you want people to play your game, you shouldn't be so ruthless. You should be like Sega. Like, just let people make fan project of your main game. It just doesn't make sense just to not let people do that at all. Like, why would you not let them to make fan projects of the main game? Because what, you just want them to focus on the main game itself instead of the fan projects, which could potentially help your main game out and make people sparkle a lot into the main game itself. It could have just been done way better, and they could have just said why, or they just needed to figure out a way, or just say something to not make it near the main game itself, but similar to it. Like, it's like inspired by Call of Duty, at least. You didn't have to take away their life's work over because you just want them to focus on your main game. Like, who would want to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 or Call of Duty Warzone 2.0 at this point anymore? I feel like every 9-year-old is playing that game at least. Like, every Fortnite kid has been switched to Call of Duty because they think the game's more better. When, in actuality, yes, the game's more better, but there's too many kids at this point. Fortnite has decided to take their kid franchise to Call of Duty. Yeah. But seriously though, if we're being honest, it's just Call of Duty. You don't want to be Nintendo. You do not want to be to Nintendo at all. Like, look how Nintendo turned out. Like, you see barely. I see barely anybody playing Nintendo anymore. Like, I don't see any YouTube videos. I only see some stuff about creepypastas and shit like that, but I barely see anyone even trying to play Nintendo. Now, if you play Nintendo, I don't mind. I don't judge you play Nintendo or not. Like, any games from Nintendo or not. I don't judge. But if you're just doing this, it just shows how it just shows how Nintendo like it could be. Because you used to sell games to Nintendo, and they sparked a little bit of inspiration into Call of Duty. Of the Call of Duty franchise, I'm saying. Yeah. Well, anyways, this is all I wanted to talk about because it's just ruthless in what they did. This is a very short commentary, that's for sure, but yeah, this is pretty ruthless for what they did. They didn't really need to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did want to like, subscribe, and if you also want to, you can leave a comment. Anyways, bye.